Hi there, my name is Ali. I'm an illustrator and an aspiring graphic novelist, and 8 years ago when I was 18 I drew this illustration of a green-haired witch and the cat she brought on her broom. 4 years later I drew it again, and 4 years after that it's now time for another redraw. I actually already redrew it. I'm just filming this later, but just a note that I usually make author-tube type videos on this channel, not art videos, so more videos about writing and being an aspiring author. But you know, in the spirit of Halloween, I think this is probably just going to be a one-off and it's going to keep being that way. So the first thing I want to do is sort of analyze how I was in my art style those first two times, because 4-year gaps are very long. And so for the first one I was 18. I'm looking down at it right now, and this was right before I started focusing on a style that was much more cartoony. At around 19 years old I started making webcomics in a very cutesy, simple style. At this point in time I was still trying for something more semi-realistic, which honestly is a generous term to describe this, but I wasn't fully into the cartoon era yet. I really liked artists like Fukari and skirts and that sort of style, but I spent a lot of time drawing cute girls basically. And this one came out around Halloween season. I think the first thing I notice about this in comparison to how my style has evolved is that it feels very stiff. The pose is very stiff and it's all a bit blurry with like the blended background, more muted and pastel colors than later when I really crank up the saturation, as you'll see. I do really enjoy the expression on the cat here. It's my favorite part of this piece. I think it's really funny, but there's a lot lacking here that I think I majorly improved on in the 2021 version when I was 22 years old. Here we see that my style did turn a lot more whimsical and like storybook-like, or at least that's what I was going for. I think I was trying to get into children's book illustration at the time, or toying with the idea. So I made the character younger and rounder and overall like cuter, and I just like really like the improvement in the fluidity here. It's no longer so stiff. You can actually see like the movement and the action of the flying on the broom and like the curved line of the broom and the perspective, like she's swishing forward. I like that I brought the legs to the front, although I don't know how much of a sense that makes for momentum. Like I wouldn't know, I've never ridden a broom before. Flown a broom? I don't know. But it just seemed like she'd be struggling against the wind more that way. And the cat I think is extra cute here. Extra cute, but I honestly think that the first cat had like a bit of a funnier expression. Oh shit face. That was very charming to be compared to an that's kind of going on in the second one. But I also really like the cat in the second version as well, and I really like the colors I use. Like the background stayed very simple as well, but with like more defined shapes and the added elements of like the moon and the stars that really gives it I don't know, something extra. It's like, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have a clean, neat style, but I do think it's lacking a sense of texture at the same time. So I wanted to push the action a little bit more, like I wanted to do that, like not stretching necessarily the pose, not like stretching it, but like adding more details also. Like I want to know, what is this witch actually doing? Is she just taking a stroll? Or I thought it would be fun if like she would be flying away from something or someone with her cat, so I sort of incorporated this. And then I decided to revamp her outfit a little bit. I was like in between that, but I really wanted to add like a bit more expression to her and the cat's face and any other character that I added. And then like what I'm stoked about is like, I don't know if I added enough detail to the background while still keeping the simple style, because like, I don't know, you're gonna see it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how I did that, and I hope you like it. Okay, so here I'm just doing the thumbnails of like what I want to do with this pose. Ended up choosing this one where it's like one leg forward, one leg back. Honestly, I do wish in the end it would have turned out a little less stiff than what I was, I don't know, going for. I don't know, the cat was really important to me this time around as well. Like I think I struck a good balance between like the first cat and the second cat, and like expression, but like silliness, but also cutesiness. And I just made sure to put like some more details on the clothes, on the, for example, the laced up shoes with the with the heel and the dress. I ended up making it a little bit more shimmery, a little bit more like, I don't know what this texture is supposed to be, like feathery almost. But some more texture and some patches I put in there as well. Except during the ending, I end up adding at the end a lot of jewelry as well. But you know, right now we're just like going into the colors. I didn't know how saturated I wanted to make it because I've gone between pastel, muted colors, and saturated colors, and I'm leaning more saturated these past few years, especially. But yeah, one thing I really want to note is I really should have used a reference here, especially for the perspective I wanted to add to like the leg kicking up, which I like that I added the like cloud thing that she's like kicking up in the cloud. In the background I ended up making like a little bit of a mix of like the more blurry indescriptiveness of the first one, but also still a little bit more defined and a little bit more, there's almost like glitter there, like white glitter that's going on. And I made it more pink. I made it more pink than the last purple ones because I felt like that would like contrast more with the purple outfit that she has. And you know, I made the clouds purple. And I still added like the stars, the moon, and the most important thing here I think is really that I added like what she's running away from. Like in the first one and the second one, she's like holding her hat back because it's like flying off, and it's a really cute pose, but I was like, how can I change that to make it like, I don't know, a little different this time around? And I really like the idea that she's just throwing her hat back. She's like, all right, it's flying off, I'm just gonna throw it in the face of this like goblin cop that I made. These 2 or 3 goblin cops that are like, I don't know why they're chasing her, but like there's a story there. They are chasing on their little police car, police brooms. I don't know, like let me know if you see some story here, the you writers who follow me, to see like what this could possibly be. Like what's the backstory? But yeah, I do like how I ended up making, you know, like the jewelry at the end, with like more details in like the coloring and the shading, and putting like the shimmer on her dress of like different colors as well, the little patches, the hearts on her dress as well. As always, I'm like unsatisfied with how I did this belt, this pumpkin belt, but you know, maybe I was gonna say next year, maybe in 4 years. I don't know if this is the last time I'm gonna redraw this, but yeah, her hair is something I wish I could have improved on as well, but you know, it's done now. I really like the moon, I really like the, you know, the storybook likeness of this, the action lines of how the thwack of the witch's hat hitting the goblin cop's face, and the cat, I'm pretty happy with as well. I feel like I can never get the cat 100% what I want it to be, but like I said, in the first one the expression was really funny, and I feel like this expression is also really funny, but it has more cutesiness as well. I think I do like this is like really fun job that I did. It's so much more saturated than the last one, but yeah, I'm gonna show you right now. These are the final versions. This was the 2017 version, and this was the 2021 version, and this is the newest version of 2025. 4 years in between all of these. I was 18, 22, and now 26. So yeah, let me know what you think about my style has changed. Like, I know a lot of people are sometimes like, oh, I like the last one better, I like the first one, or the last one better, and it's always a bit obnoxious, guys, but honestly, let me know, be honest. I know like it's so different, the like newest one especially is so different, it's so much more saturated, it's so much more, I don't know, I guess detail, just like a different approach to it basically. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I improved and how my style has changed. Let me know if you're doing any redraws as well, what you're doing for Halloween. It's a nice spooky season. And that's it. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.